Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk about how the best callers and salespeople respond to pressure differently from the rest of planet Earth. And you can probably extrapolate this to all high performers because I've talked to Alex Feinberg about this, and he said something similar with baseball players. So probably there's like every good performer learns how to do this. So cold calling is the most difficult thing you can do in sales. So there's a lot of salespeople that are really good, that are really sharp, but you put a phone in front of them, you're like, go make 500 calls, 1,000 calls, and they make every excuse not to do it. So cold calling is extremely high pressure. You're up against people that are at best very indifferent. There's no intent. The only intent is they need your service, but it's the same as going up to a very beautiful woman on the street in front of a big audience. And that's how it feels. So every guy and every girl is like, I can do that no problem. I can pick up a girl. I'm Don Juan. But then when it comes down to it, it's very, very, very rare. And the ones that do, when you do start making the call in sales, you have to, especially in a cold call, you have to be loud, you have to talk slow, and you have to smile. This is very unnatural behavior when you are extremely stressed out. And the longer you're on the call with them, especially when you're pitching, because for a B2B pitch, especially in healthcare, a cold call pitch is like 90 seconds. Especially if it's a startup, you have to explain the offer. So what the cold callers do, because right now I'm on my training arc, because we're hiring like 1 or 2 or 3 a week. So what the cold callers do is they start to speed up. They start good, and they start to speed. This is very normal. This is something that every salesperson does. And if you just tell them, slow down, talk loud, talk slow, it's good for a while, but then they speed up. So eventually they break down. The question is why? The reason they break down is because you have your health bar and then you have pressure. Bing, 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 bing. Eventually you run out of health and you're blah, 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 blah. And then you get no results because you're just spitting out the words, you're swallowing the words, you just want to get the offer out. If you book a call, the call isn't good. So it's very, very normal because your relationship to pressure must change. You have to learn to use the sensation of pressure as a motivating force. So one of the metaphors that I use that's been very effective, this is what I don't remember where I learned this. I think it was actually Jason Capital. Remember Jason Capital? He had terrible videos, but he was great with this stuff. So there are some animals that are like a prey animal. Think about an animal that like a horse or something. So when there's a problem, the prey animal freezes. And this is what you do with your voice. Blah, 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 blah. You lose all of your composure. You're like, maybe if I talk really fast, they'll like me. But then it doesn't work, of course, because nobody buys from wusses. So think about a tiger. Think about a predator. A predator, the more the pressure is on, like think about it. I think only 1 out of 20 times the cheetah chases the antelope does the cheetah win. So this is very similar to sales. You try so much and you get one. Sales is a predator job. So the more the pressure is on, the more the predator relaxes because he knows to get the best performance, you can't have unnecessary stress. So one of the best skills you can learn, and something that the best salespeople and the best cold callers have, is they have this ability that the more they start to, that feeling in the stomach, the pressure feeling, the more you feel the pressure, the louder you get, the slower you get, the more relaxed you get, and then you go into the zone, and then it's fun. I remember when I was in college, we had a Japanese class, and your entire grade was you talk for a half hour in Japanese with someone you never met. And that's your entire grade. It doesn't matter anything you did before. The entire 12 weeks is to prepare you for a half hour. And I loved it. So it's the same in sales. If you have the gene in you, so I don't know if it's genetic or you can train it, but when the pressure's on, you can very, very quickly teach yourself to enjoy the pressure like a jaguar hunting in the jungle. So I'm on my training. We're going to do a lot of videos about training because I'm training so many people now for my business. I have 2 companies. We do cold calling, we do LinkedIn, and we do email, but cold calling, there's the human element, which is the most important element. That's why everybody tries to do cold calling. All the lead gen guys, we do cold calling, they don't get, it's hard, guys. You have to be very, very good at training and very, very good at sales. And that's why people go with us. If you need help with cold call, cold email, LinkedIn, outreach, reach out. We have 2 companies. We have Manos that does medical, healthcare. We do consulting and marketing. And then we have Mirraponte, which is outreach that I run with my wife. We also do a lot of sales training too on the side. Anything you guys need, let me know. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.